All right, you know what it is, man. Sit back and enjoy the ride. It's 4th of July. Give me your 4th of July special on what it's like in the prison when, you get your visits, you're trying to eat, your Zoom Zooms and Wham Whams. They're giving out tickets like it's Christmas. I mean, come on, man. If this is what you want, sit back and enjoy the ride, man. All right? All right, you know what it is. Unique Mecca Audio, man. I'm going to tell you about 4th of July in the prison. You know what I mean? So you can see if this is where you want to go and this is what you want, Now, 4th of July, we get up in the morning. We get our little prison outfits ironed up. We getting ready to go on visit. And, our girls come in, the kids come in, But at the same time, they got a big meal. When I say a big meal, I'm talking about they're going to have hot dogs. They're going to have hamburgers. They're going to have cornbread. They're going to have the greens, the sweet potatoes. It's a beautiful day in prison. You know what I mean? And I know a lot of you haters don't understand that. That's why every time I say haters, I got to give you a gunshot. You know what I mean? Now, so this is what we got forward to look to in prison. Now, so check, here we go. Now, we get up in the morning, we iron our clothes, or, I give my clothes to one of the brothers in there that iron, and I might give them, a book of stamps and tell them, here, iron my outfit for me, don't put no creases in it, because this ain't back in the 70s, because, a lot of dudes being that they be ironing, and they used to putting creases in pants to show how they can make the pants stand up, but I like mine to look like boot cut. So now I give them that, then I go out to the yard, smoke a joint with the homies, and, they might bring a bottle of White Lightning out. This is what White Lightning look like, just like this. So they bring a little bottle of White Lightning, and we go out there, and we, hold it up like this. Don't put your mouth on the bottle, because somebody else got to drink from it, and you guzzle it in. It's the White Lightning. Welcome to the White Lightning, and big shout out to the White Lightning. All right, big shout out to the White Lightning. Calm down, y'all. Calm down. The White Lightning is what helped me through my bid. Now, because y'all already know I got something new for y'all. So being that I like to ride. I put a new sound effects in for y'all. All right, let's get this right. All right, like the gunshots. So now, we drink a little White Lightning, smoke a joint, we get right, because they're going to have 10 o'clock count, but we expecting our families to be there from before 9:30, because after 9:30, they don't let nobody else out. Then you got to wait till after 11 to go in. 4th of July, stuff like that. It'd be a busy day in some penitentiaries. When you're on the East Coast, it's a busy day. When you're on the West Coast, it's not as hot. No disrespect to the West Coast, just giving it like it is. The West Coast 4th of July is nowhere compared to an East Coast 4th of July where all the family members come. Now, we go out there and, we go back in after we get our little smoke on and our drink on and we ready. And, I roll up another joint, jump in the shower. You know what I mean? I come out. So I'm waiting on them to call my name. I go get my little outfit, put my outfit on, and, let the police know, look, I'm going expecting a visit before 10 o'clock, so let me get my ticket ahead of time. Those little raffle tickets they give you at the flea market, you know what I mean? Or when you're going on a ride on a roller coaster. They give everybody one raffle ticket to make sure you can't hit the line. When you go through the line, you hand them the raffle ticket. They take that, they got a big empty pickle jar with water in it and pickle juice, and they drop it in there to make sure you can't get a duplicate joint to go around, because they also be having these big pieces of baked chicken. They don't do fried chicken on 4th of July. Thanksgiving they do the baked chicken and fried chicken. Thanksgiving and Christmas. But they give the baked chicken with that. So, and the sweet potatoes banging. I love me some sweet potatoes. We having a cookout today. So I'm going to see my grandkids and everybody today. And, my man Larry Moe and them may come up from D.C. So I might do a live tonight, with some of my D.C. gangsters on here. But I let police know I'm going on a visit, so police give me a ticket. Now, by me doing that, that's a little play. You know, you got to know all kinds of ways to manipulate the system. When I get the ticket from that cop, you know, once I go out on a visit, and then they have 10 o'clock count, and they walk around and do the count, they open up every door and they give you 2 tickets for you and your cellie. So being I'm not going to be there, my cellie going to get my ticket, because he'll just let him know, nah, he didn't get his ticket before he go out. And sometimes they don't even look. They just walk by and slide the tickets under the door. So we get 2 trays, you know, and that's banging. You know, of course, we bust it down because you got to make sure that your cellie eat when you eat. Now, so, you know, they call me for the visit. I go up there and I go on a visit, but you know, I'm just keeping it 100, just keeping it 100. You know what I mean? Like I said, we don't pull no punches over here. 4th of July, your peoples know they got to bring you some weed so you can celebrate, you know? So, you know, I'm expecting to get my little weed and all that. So, you know, I'm walking up there, and as soon as I go out there, you know, we make our little move. I'm not going to get into how we make the move. I might do that for another video. We make our little move, and we get our, you know, we get our little, you know, balloons with the weed in it or whatever we want so we could go back and enjoy the holiday. But now, the thing is, when you go out there on 4th of July, you know, I was in this one jail in Florida called Coleman. They had this black, greasy, pork chop looking, mechanic looking house nigga. You know what I mean? Yes, house nigga, you know, working in the visitor home. He old pervert. He can't get no visits from nobody on the street. Nobody talk to him. He's the type of dude that when he go home, all he got is a mingy old cat. You know what I mean? And when he walk in, the cat scratch him on his ankle and he kick the cat away and say, hey, I'm home. And that's his happiness, that he's home with this old miserable cat, because the cat trying to get away. He ain't trying to let the cat out the door. Now, when my peoples come in, right? When your people come in to visit, this pervert used to do things like, you know, tell you that your girl's pants are too tight. You know how y'all wear jeans nowadays and you can see your form fitting and things like that. So if he likes the girl, he'll tell the girl something like, hey, come in, you know, come up to the desk. Those pants look a little too tight. You might have to go back outside and change them. And like, nah, they're not too tight. And, you know, of course, force of habit, they pinch the pants to show that there's room in the pants because they're stretch pants. And he's like, now, put your hands in your back pockets and turn around. You know what I mean? So now the female put her hands in her back pocket and she got to turn around for him. And he's sitting on a desk that's high like this and he looking down. And he got your lady sitting there putting her hands in her back pocket. He said, put it in a little more. You know, and this pervert is enjoying this, you know. So she put her hands in the back pocket because she ain't trying to go out. She's trying to show that she can get her hands in the back pocket. You know how hard it is to get a hand in the back pocket, you know, in jeans of the day. But he got to put their hands in their back pocket. And then he'll say, okay, now jump up and down so I can make sure that your hands stay in your pocket. So now you got your woman out there jumping up and down like a bunny for this dude with her back to him, with him looking at her derriere, you know? Now, then he'll say something like, oh, your top look a little too tight, you know? He'll be like, nah, the top is loose. And they say, okay, well, pinch it from the back and pull it in. Let me see how much room you got. So now she's still backwards to him and she'll take her fingers and she'll pinch the shirt and pull the shirt back on her. You know what I mean? Where now her breasts is sticking out and her nipples are sticking out, and he'll say, okay, turn around. And he'd be like, okay, so bend over so I can make sure that nothing is showing, you know? So when she bend over, holding the back of the shirt, he'll say, no, let go of the shirt. And the whole time he's groggling at her cleavage. This is the type of things that we have to go through, you know, when our family members come. So now we sit down out there, and if the girl look good, he gonna put her right in the front of his desk where he can sit up and look at her all day and listen to your conversation and look for any reason to try and terminate your visit because he's jealous and angry that, you know, he don't have a beautiful woman like that and he don't have a woman to want to even come see him like that. He ain't even got a cookout to go to. But this is what go on in the prison. So now we out there, everybody coming out, and all the men is pissed because as we walk out there, our girls are pissed. They got their face screwed up. And you'd be like, what's wrong, baby? Nah, he had me put my hands all in my back pocket, jumping around, pinching my shirt, you know, turning around, bending over, looking on at my cleavage. The man arguing me. I feel real uncomfortable. I'm telling you, I'm not coming back here no more. Which, that's their motive, to try and get your people not to come back. So if this is what you want to do, to enter into this world, feel free to do it. You know what I mean? Because they cold disrespect not only you and your women. Now, when you come in the visiting hall, you know what I mean? You got your outfit on, you come in, you just got it pressed, everything is nice. You got to take off all your clothes and get butt naked. This is us. This is what I had to deal with for 26 years. You had to get butt naked. Now, picture this. You butt naked. There's other inmates waiting to come in, and you stand there naked in front of all these inmates, and this dude tell you to turn around, bend over, and cough so he can look up in your rectum. Gunshots to that button. Gunshots. You know what I mean? Come on. That's what he deserved. You know? So now, you know, you bend it over, and there's another man behind you looking at your rectum. You know how degrading that is? And then he'll tell you some crap like, pick your balls up. Nigga, what do you think is under my balls? My balls in my nutsack. But these are the games they play to humiliate us. You understand what I'm saying? So now, you already pissed that he put you through it. Then you go out there and your girl telling you about the trauma she went through. All this to enjoy 4th of July with your loved one. Now your girl telling you this and you want to just tear it up. I told you a story. Gunshots. You know what I mean? And, you know, here we go. Let's ride. We're going to ride back and I'm going to tell you about when we was in Allenwood. I told this before, but a lot of y'all new may not have seen this. When we was in Allenwood and Big C from the Supreme Team, rest in peace, Harry Hunt, that got killed in Beaumont Penitentiary. I'm still got to tell that story, you know. I've been getting some pictures together so y'all can see, you know, what type of gorilla this dude is. But anyway, we go out on a visit over in Allenwood, and when we get in the visit, they let C out there, and C is pissed because his girl was there from 8 o'clock. They didn't call him out there till 11 o'clock. When he get out there at 11 o'clock, 3 hours later, when his girl said, I'm getting off the bus, I'm coming in now, took 3 hours. So when he go out there, he mad at his girl. He ready to cuss his girl out, like, what did you do? You know? But when he go out there, his girl said, man, that dude, let me rewind. Let me show you how this works. His girl come 8 o'clock in the morning, and they got a little machine that you put your hand through like this with your fingers open. It got little poles in between and you put it down. And when you do that, it checks for residue on your hands. You understand? His girl had little hands, so it didn't fit the thing. So that normally they'll just tell her, okay, pull out her ID card, you know, and check it and then rub a little swab over her hand. But this day, it was a bunch of, we're in Pennsylvania, it was a bunch of white people. We was in Allenwood. It was a bunch of white visitors there, so he wanted to get the white visitors in and disrespect the black visitors. So he kept telling her to wait till somebody come to do the process, being that her hand don't fit. Then a white girl comes, she go up there, hands too far, small. He do the process, he let her right in. So of course she get up, she from Queens. She said, yo, come on, what's going on? You just let this white girl in for the same thing. You know what I mean? You're like, nah, I said wait. He didn't tell you politely wait. He said, I said wait. So she said, who you talking to? He said, you heard what I'm saying. You want to see your man, you're going to wait. This is what it is, period. You know? So she go sit back down quiet because she want to see her man. Couple more visitors come in. White girls had the same problems. Let them in. They don't let her in. You know? So the last white girl came, and her hand was too small. So C's girl jumped up, you know what I mean? And said, hold on. She's not going before me. You do the process on me and get me in there. And he's like, no, you stay over here. And the white girl said, I'm trying to make my visit. You need to get out my way. You know, I don't know if she called her the N-word, but I know she talked to her real nasty. So now she goes and sit back down. They let the white girl in. He missed the 10 o'clock visit, so he come out at 11 o'clock. So now she pissed at the white girl. So now she said, you know, when he come out, he said, yo, what's wrong, baby? What took so long? Shorty said, nah, they sat there and put me through that thing. You know, my hand's too small. They never did that before. And all of a sudden, this the way they try to play me. They disrespected me. And he said, what? She said, who disrespected you? She said, that police right there. He just walked in bringing in some more visitors because that's the police downstairs and escorted people upstairs. So he said, oh, that's the police right there. She said, that cracker? C walked right up to the police and punched him in the face and started beating on him. The other police behind the bubble, he come out trying to jump on C. C out there rocking and rolling, whooping him. So now when C out there fighting him, next thing you know, C's girl jump up. C's girl jump up and run over there to the white girl that was talking crap to her, that may have called her a nigga. I don't know if she did, but that was talking greasy to her. C girl ran over, I'm even going to tell you her name to give her props. Karen. Karen ran over there and just went to whooping on the white girl. She beat blood from the white girl. C beat up about 4 police in there. Because when I show you a picture of what C looked like, you're going to be like, hold up. But C punished them, his girl punished her, and they had a whole visit in an uproar. But, just to show you that, it's a time and place for everything. Everything goes on in the visiting hall. I even got one, I think I told it before, but I got one where a dude was, a rat, did some rat shit, went to the hole, and when he went to the hole, he thought that he got over because he's in the hole. His family came to visit him. They didn't have no glass booth to separate him, so they had to put him in a regular visiting hall around everybody. And, one of the dudes from, I think it was a Latin king. One of the dudes from his set, they ran up and ripped him in his face in front of his mama, and I think they even cut his mama in the face because his mama tried to get involved. Welcome to the penitentiary. Gunshots. Welcome to the penitentiary. If that's what you want to experience, feel free to do it. I'm just telling you how it get down. So, we're going to just, we're going to do it like this, man, All right? Let's ride. Now, so we back to, a regular 4th of July at the prison. So we go out there, girlfriend tell us what he did, but we know we coming to score the pack. So we trying to tone it down and trying to calm our girl down, so that it don't put too much spotlight on us so we can make our move to get what we got to get. But now, we can't do nothing because if we do something, we got the pack, they're going to put us in a dry tank. I did videos on the dry tank. If you need another video on the dry tank, put in the comment. They're going to put us in a dry tank, and when they put us in a dry tank, that's where you ain't got no clothes, you butt naked with a paper suit on, and they bring a bedpan in, and you got to defecate in front of all these police, and then they play in your feces with these little tongs that the doctor put on your tongue to hold your joint down. They playing in your feces. That's how degrading they treat us. But we out there and, we trying to calm our girl down so that mission can be accomplished and we get to pack and go back, have a good 4th of July. They have a good trip, go home to the family, take the visiting picture and say everything was good. So now we out there and we sitting down and they got us right in front of the booth, and here come a bad Spanish girl. Gorgeous. Make J-Lo look like a 3 on a scale from 1 to 10. But the girl come in was wearing a full turtleneck that was form-fitting. Was wearing a full turtleneck that was form-fitting. And a pair of jeans, that was form-fitting. The dude got her putting her hands in her pocket, jumping up and down, doing all that. And, my girl said, man, you see what I'm talking about? And I'm sitting there looking like, oh my God. And I know they got cameras in there, so I know the administration knows what's going on. I don't understand why they didn't just take this pervert out of there, but they kept him in there anyway. Happy 4th of July, by the way. So, this is our happy 4th of July. Our women going through this and us witnessing other women go through this. So it's pissing me off, but I need the pack. So I gotta refrain because I need the pack. Because one thing for sure, 2 things for certain. Let me explain to you how convict work. Gunshots to a convict. Not on that time no more. I'm out here chilling. But if a female bring, the pack is the balloons. They bring the pack. There's no way in hell you're letting them go home with it. If you're a real convict, you're going to figure out a way to get it in. Once that joint come in the visiting hall, it must go back with you to the compound so you can make money and do what you got to do, because that's how we survive off the land, is what we call it. My people's watching this know what it's like to survive off the land. Give me a round of applause. Give me a round of applause. And I definitely got to calm down, man. Damn. Gunshots, But that's where we at. So we sitting there chilling. And, we get the pack, now it's time to leave. So we don't know what they may or may not have seen on the camera. So when it's time to leave, I try and leave 15 minutes before they announce visit will be over in 15 minutes. You know what I mean? So this is before they bring all the extra police in to search the 100 inmates that went out on a visit. So when I see nobody at the door and they let somebody in the strip search, I jump up, I tell my girl, all right, baby, give her a kiss, and I peel out and I run in behind that dude so they didn't get a chance to tell them nothing to do nothing, and I beat the pack. You know? So now I go back there. When I go back there, the man tells me again, take all your clothes off. Take all my clothes off. You know? Turn around, bend over, and spread them. Come on, picture a man telling you bend over and spreading your cheeks, man. This is what we had to deal with. Gunshots to those of y'all that want to go there. You know what I mean? Because that's not no way I'm telling you want to be. So now we get back, and we got the homies waiting us on the compound. And we go back to the unit, and, you know, being that we don't swallow it, you got to wait at least 10, 12 hours before it come out. So we go out, visit over at 3 o'clock, left 2:45. So by 11, 12 o'clock at night, it come out. We're already locked down, so the homies know in the morning we rocking and rolling. Now, we go in the joint, but the brothers in the visiting hall, so you understand, the brothers in the visiting hall that wait for the last minute, because that's a good time to do what you got to do when it's real crowded and everybody standing up kissing. They can't really see nobody because you got dudes that be stuffing it and all that, and they wreck them. You know what I mean? Then go out and push it right back out and smoke immediately. I like to swallow mines and take it back to the unit and just wait the 12 hours. You know what I mean? Get up 12 o'clock at night when I bust it, open up one of the balloons, smoke me a good night, a good joint for the night, and I sit back and I enjoy myself. This is how we been. You know what I mean? I'm telling you from a convict's point of view. So those of y'all that don't understand, don't like it, yeah, the female brought the pack, yeah, the female must bring the pack. Or don't come. That's how convicts work. Okay, so now, we sitting there, and they got all these people in there. When it's time to go, they got like 5 police in the back, and they take 5 people in at a time, and then they checking you in. If there's anything looks suspicious, they're going to mess with you. You understand what I'm saying? What I don't understand for the life of me is they tell you to bend over and spread them, right? When they tell you to bend over and spread them, even if somebody stuffs something, you're not going to see nothing. So my thing is, what are you looking for? It's up in a person's rectum. You can't see it, but you got them spreading it so you can look at. Come on, dog. Gunshots to that bull crap. But that's how they do us. You know? So now they got 5 at a time, 5 at a time. Some dudes like to wait till the back. I like to get out of there before they even begin that. When it's just the one police that's in the back that's letting people out. So when it's about 2:45, right before the visit's over, I run up to the door when I see him letting somebody in, and I go and tell them that I'm ready to go. And I beat the rush. Now, we go back, and I might hit up my homeboy that I know be stuffing, or somebody I seen stuffing, and say, yo, look here. I got 25 books. That's $100. You know, it's $5 a book. You know what I mean? Come on. I mean, we got new timers, so, you know, I got to show the props. Each one of these books go for $5. So 20 of these is $100. And then the 5 extra books is for Western Union or whatever, you know, good grace. So we sitting here. Yeah, I'm penitentiary rich right now. So we sitting here, and I give them 25 books, and I buy a little $100 piece so that I could smoke until mines come up the next day, right? So now, you know, and for y'all, because I ain't know that this is YouTube and we got the trolls and all that. For y'all don't understand, when they put it in a balloon or condom and they wrap it up, it don't get wet. But like I said, I've even told y'all about where a balloon broke inside of me and I opened it up and I smoked my own feces, told brothers that the balloon busted inside of me, and they still brought the weed from me to smoke my feces, because that's how desperate we were to get high. So if that's what you youngins want, welcome to the penitentiary. You know what I mean? So now, we sitting in there, and I got the little joint, so, you know, 4 o'clock count clear. I smoked the joint during 4 o'clock count. I rolled another 2 joints, take it to the yard, you know, get them to the homies so they get right. And I tell them about the visit, and we talk about who had the best girl on the visit, because that's a conversation. You know what I mean? Be like, oh man, such and such, yo man, his girl shut the visiting hall down now, but if you see such and such girl, she shut it down. And these are the conversations we had, because it's the only chance we get to see a woman unless we looking at TV for Love and Hip Hop or Extra or TMZ. You know what I mean? Other than that, we don't see no women. So, you know, we talking about who shut it down the best, you know. So if a dude got a nice looking girl, we'll push up on him and tell him, yo, man, she ain't got a friend or cousin or something, blah, 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 and you're trying to meet her. I don't like to introduce dudes to people that I deal with from the free world, but I've done it a few times with good brothers I know from the free world, and 9 times out of 10 that don't work out right because they do something crazy and then they look at you like you responsible for the girl when you're the one that's macking to the girl. Once I give you the number, you responsible. Everything that go down is for you, period. Now, so we smoking our little joint out there and, you know, watching a basketball game or, you know what I mean, or the football game, and we just chilling. You know, we got on our nicest clothes, and, you know, it's holiday, and we looking fly, got our glasses on, and we looking like $1 million, and we, you know, waiting on one of the female COs to walk by so we could talk trash with our white lightning in us, you know, and our weed. You know what I mean? That's how we do. But that's how we make the best out of the penitentiary, man. I mean, I'm really giving y'all a glimpse into this, you know? But see, this is what I'm talking about. When you're a stand-up man, you go anywhere, you get love. Period. You know? When you ain't right, don't do right, that's just the way it is. All right? Just so you understand. Now, let me get this right. Let me get this right. I've been on here long enough. I don't like to give y'all too much because, like I always say, too much water drowns the plant. Too much sunshine scorches the plant. And I don't want to scorch you, you know. Go to Unique Mecca Audio at all the podcasts, Spotify, iTunes, and go to Roku and cop my book of Raw in Harlem. And my Instagram is on there, Unique Mecca Audio, the same as this. Subscribe, and if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe, man. Make sure you subscribe if you're not subscribed. All right, so now we're going to tune it out. I'm going to give y'all my little fly-ass outro to let you see how, you know, how we do over here at Unique Mecca Audio for you new jacks. All right?
Cheers, cheers, toast the crime, toast the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime.
Fresh out the can of 26, he back on the strip, getting back in the mix. What he mentions a gift. You stand up 10 toes down, and I suggest you pay attention to this. Take a little gully posse and put it in Harlem. He cut from the bottom, came up from the bottom. Drop the book, you should go and get it. The Instagram page and the YouTube, you could go and visit. Then you could consider yourself LinkedIn. Sit front row and get Jews from a kingpin. How he went through it, so you ain't gotta go do it. To not pay attention would be stupid. Talking about a man that probably put your grandfather on. Probably the reason that him and your grams got along. A man that generated millions on the block, did his time, never squilling to the cops, Mecca Audio. Get it live like 2 G's in the 90s. Drop top beamer so shiny. I let shorty go, she was whining. Treat her like my past, she behind me. Spend a couple bands on the Dapper Dan. You be back again, getting green like a Packers fan. No cap, it's a raw in Uptown. They be horn Uptown, Dominican bust down. Now we on the positive, you we got a lot to give. Now he trying to stop the kids from being inoperative. So take heed, homie, lend it air. He started in Uptown, he gon' finish there. But now it ain't about selling drugs, buying cars. It's about buying property to make the community ours. So we can give back to the youth them. Cause they the truth them. And bless up to all the rude men.